When the crisis really hit my restaurant, I could see right away that finances were going to crumble. I had to let employees go, and obviously I was very stressed and very sad. I realized I needed to stop worrying about finances, and I needed to start focusing on humanity and a way to save lives and help my community.
Hi, I'm Chef Dan Budd of Taste Buds Cafe in Red Hook, New York. As this crisis began, a dream began for me, one to help my community. It's called Red Hook Responds. Our program is harnessing volunteers in our community to help and feed the homebound and sick.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Red Hook Responds is something that essentially, I guess I did dream it. I was sitting at my desk and sort of getting it started, and I got a phone call, and that was from my good friend Chris Donahue. Chris is a high school senior at Red Hook High School and has been an employee of mine, a Boy Scout of mine, and now he's a co-founder of Red Hook Responds with me.
I was thinking about my next door neighbor, who's an older lady. Her name is Tony. I was like, why don't I just reach out to her and see how she's doing? We had this cute, nice little conversation, and she was telling me, like, if there's anything I can do for you too. Like, it was like this perfect connection. After that, I realized, like, I just want to help other people. I reached out to Mr. Budd, and he was like, let's do this together.
I got a call from Chris Donahue telling me that he was on the phone with Dan Budd and that they were going to start this whole program and asking if I wanted to be on board with them. Then I got patched into the line, and we were looking for some more people to help me and Chris.
I know Mr. Budd from Scouts and whatnot before this, so since Anna was pulled into it, he thought, hey, maybe Jack can help too.
I had just gotten home for spring break from college. We had been home for almost a week, and I was about to go back, and then we found out that school was closing. I woke up Monday morning, Dan Budd was calling me, and I picked up, and then he just started talking about all these things he needed done and like what the program was about. And at that point, I didn't really have a full understanding of what the program was. As I got into it more, I really understood that it's a huge program that's doing so many great things for the community.
My young team is very energized, and they're working really hard. We've also enlisted a lot of our community members who are specialists.
When this first started, Dan reached out to me to discuss, like, hey, we need to get this going, and we know you're that guy. And I said, okay. I mean, I'm honored and worried at the same time. And I agreed. We're both very familiar with the technology we're using.
Dan expressed an interest in trying to coordinate some of these volunteer efforts. I think he started with the local governments to see how we could be supportive. Immediately, I liked the idea because you want to be able to harness energy and you want to be able to use that human capital, but you want to use it efficiently.
My name is Daniel Samagari. I'm from Red Hook. I went to high school here. I know Dan from Taste Buds Cafe because I've been employed there. Sent out a little message to all of us saying that he was going to be starting RHR, and that if anyone was interested in volunteering to please reach out to him. And so I did, not really knowing what that meant or what exactly was going to be happening.
Parts of my success at Taste Buds Cafe is to let people shine, allow people to have a window for their ideas to work and for them to be proud of what they're doing. And it seems that I can do that here with Red Hook Responds and at the same time accomplish our mission. The original plan for Red Hook Responds was to engage the youth. We are trying to get a lot of youth on board, and we have them in some crucial roles right now, like editing and controlling the webpage and doing all the scheduling. It's pretty amazing. If you guys can work with Rick on getting the tables, let's get the room set up. Red Hook Eats was the first program I thought of that basically spawned Red Hook Responds.
This is Rick Belcher from the Elks Lodge. Thanks for letting us use the place.
Not a problem.
Because I'm a chef, I could see right away that there was an application for facilities and food service professionals in my community.
We kind of merged that Red Hook Eats ideas with like having a phone buddy system.
Red Hook Responds, how may a volunteer help you today?
I have some questions. Sometimes I feel a little uncomfortable doing this. I don't even know if we should be taking advantage of this.
We're trying to have enough people on board to help you. Our volunteers are also trained to be safe. You'll have to wipe down your door handles, your steering wheel, anything really that you're touching in your car all the time.
I was told to call this number if I was interested in receiving a dish of
food?
Yes, we have some meals ready right now, and we would love to help you with that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Probably this is the worst thing I've been through in 94 years. I wasn't here in the 1917, 1918 epidemic, but my mother was, and she told me how bad that was. People were dying all over the place.
Have the meals from Red Hook Responds been helpful for you?
Very helpful. Yes, a lot of times I make 2 meals out of 1 because I don't eat that much in my old age. I really appreciate it.
In the simplest of terms, it's neighbors helping neighbors. I mean, you can try and plan ahead of time as best as possible, but there's nothing that shows the demand in the heat of the moment. You know, we have a lot of elderly, we have a lot of people that don't have unlimited income. For me, it's paying it forward to those that may have done the same when it was their turn.
It's more than just COVID-19. I want to see it continue to be a way for us to look out for each other.
Just seeing the requests and like all of the thank yous. If our program led up and just made that one person happier and be able to trust another person, I think we'd be like, that's a success right there.
It's really great to like think about how like something so bad like can bring about something so wonderful for our community.
Helping those that didn't realize that this was an opportunity that they could have and just reaching out to everybody. I think that really is what Red Hook Response is all about.
We're doing everything we can. We're providing certain services that some people need and doing whatever we can to help.
Let's help each other with kindness, generosity, and compassion. That's what will make the difference. Red Hook Responds.